land reform by Afrobarometer reveals that majority of citizens support keeping the willing buyer, willing seller policy. Now, the survey shows South Africans want the return of land which is taken during forced removals to be prioritized. Just 1 in 20 people interviewed say land should not be redistributed. Well, joining us now is Afrobarometer spokesperson, and that's Gugu Nonjinge, to tell us what went into the survey. Gugu, good morning. And just break it down for us exactly. What are South Africa, how are they feeling about the land issue at the moment? Because it is so complicated.
I mean, when we did the survey in September and in August 2018 this year, we found that like majority of South Africans actually prioritize housing over land redistribution. However, of those who said that land must be redistributed back to South Africans, we see that most of them want agricultural land to be redistributed and also urban vacant land.
Okay, so when we say that they want to prioritize housing over land, what is it that they're actually asking for? They want a house.
Basically,
so I mean,
we conducted surveys and then we asked them what are the top priorities that government should focus on. And you can see in the survey that housing actually tops, is one of the 3 most prioritized problems in the country, followed by unemployment and, of course, crime. Land is actually number 13 on the list, which is very surprising. And also what I found interesting in the survey is that majority of the people that say they want land redistribution in the country are older people and also unemployed. However, you see a very small proportion of young people who actually want land redistribution to actually take place in South Africa.
And considering the debate we're having over land expropriation without compensation and all of that, those are quite surprising findings. But you also can break it down, like you say, the older people feel a certain way. You can also break it down by race.
Definitely.
If you give us some idea.
I mean, a majority of the people that actually want land redistribution and land reform are primarily black South Africans. They're older, they're in the rural South Africa. However, when we look at the willing buyer, willing seller policy, you see that majority of the people that do not support that are white South Africans who are in the urban areas, which is a bit of a story that we need to look into and zoom into as a country as well.
And I'd like to know, and I'm not sure if you would be able to break that down, about what women had to say about this, because more and more we are hearing about the role of women or prioritizing women when it comes to land issues.
Definitely. What actually I found in the survey that was very interesting is that majority of women say that men and women should have equal rights to owning land. However, there isn't much proportion breakdown when you're looking by race and by age groups, which is very surprising considering the fact that land actually is very an integral part when it comes to economic empowerment and, of course, the whole process when it comes to empowering women in rural South Africa.
Okay, so with an election coming up, and based on what you say, we should have political parties promising housing and not the land. The land should not be the card that they should be playing at the moment, just by what you've seen here. And
especially it should be a conversation that they're having with older people, the older generations, the people who were there when black South Africans were being forcibly removed from their own land, and focus less on young people. Young people want employment more than anything else. So yeah.
Okay, very, very interesting indeed. So you take this to the political parties. They might want to come and find out how to work out those campaign strategies at the moment. Okay, thanks very much. Afrobarometer spokesperson Gugu Nonjinge with us this morning.